Shalom, guys. Hope that you're doing absolutely wonderful on this 11th day of December 2020. Happy birthday to you and happy anniversary to you all too. If it's a special day for you, I hope it is wonderful for you. Those of you who are down and out, I send you love and light right now energetically by way of the Holy Spirit. His arms around you and holds you tight. And Jehovah is the lifter of our head. And those of you who are brand new and you don't know who Jehovah is, well, he is the maker and ruler of heaven and earth, and he inhabits eternity. And he's tangible on my channel, and I love him very much. I give him free reign because he owns everything anyway. And the angels are here with us, fighting warfare and giving us victory. And he is our Yeshua, our salvation in Hebrew. I do use the living language in scripture on my channel because it is found within the tarot. If you didn't know that, you know it now. So I could come across real heavy churchy, but I'm real heavy not. I'm just real heavy spiritual. And there's a big difference within that once you've had an awakening. But I'm really down to earth in person, but when it comes to my channels, I'm doing spiritual work, and so it's real heavy spiritual energy then that I'm operating by. And Jehovah allows me to feel the energy, and sometimes it gets real intense and it gets addressed. He just allows me to feel what he's feeling about the matter. And so anyway, Jehovah is an Elohim of war, and not like war because you want to pick a war with somebody. He gets up and wars and teaches our hands how to war against those wicked energies of people who really aren't fighting against one another at the same time. Like I said on my other channel this morning, we are dealing with people who are opened up to energies that they're not aware that it's really coming from another realm that they're giving into, and they're just giving into those emotions and those feelings, and then it causes you and I to have to deal with that friction there, and then we've got to attack it by way of the Spirit. There's no other way to attack it. You don't attack people. At the same time, it's a fine line. There's still times you've got to correct and things like that, so you've really got to be led by the Spirit of truth. Okay, so anyway, in a nutshell, that's kind of who I am. Welcome if you stay. If you don't, then thanks for checking me out for a moment. Those of you all who are returning, welcome back. Let's get started. Jehovah, I just thank you for this day. It's the day that you've made, and we will choose to rejoice in it. And you keep us in peace, even if the storm is raging around us. You give us perfect peace and perfect love that casts out all kinds of fear. Go before us, prepare the way. Let us know something that we need to know about today. You are the greatest fortune teller of them all, because your scriptures tells us that you tell us before things even happen, so that we are aware of how to navigate through the situation. Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy. We just take authority in the name of Yeshua, who is salvation for us. Thank you, Jehovah, because you are our salvation. You are our prophecy. What do you want to say here on this reading? I ask for your wisdom to rest upon me, and for the people to find the wisdom that comes from you. We rebuke every sensual energy that would try to be a counterfeit. We take authority. I just take authority right now and loose every mind from being bound right here, right now. Open the prison doors. Thank you. So we have the magician here. And, if the magician's in the negative, this is manipulation. This is magic. Otherwise, this is energies of you and I having everything that we need to know. I'm hearing majesty, worship his majesty, and Jehovah is the only true majesty in the host of heaven that is, allowing the universe to do what it does. And this is having everything to manifest something. And we do. People, it comes from the heavenly realms, and a lot of people know that, a lot of people don't. But this is the Aleph head in the Hebrew, as we know, and this would be somebody who leads a clan of people. This is spiritual energy coming out here, and we'll see what's happening with this energy. But we're getting the magician. This is about communication. Yeah, there's people butting heads here, and actually in my other reading, we seen strife going on. But Jehovah brought a word out stating that you were going to rule over your oppressor. And we had the boss come out here, and the devil's also, you know, called the boss in the deck and stuff like that. But he ain't the boss. You are the boss. He's carnal energy. We have the Knight of Cups coming out here, and that's, you know, we had the Justice card, which is law. This card also has a meaning of law as well. If this is manipulation, this is seduction then. Okay, somebody crosswayed here about decisions and communication and emotional, romantic situations, and somebody's been either seduced or something's been done that needs to be taken care of. If you've gotten ex issues, and you do, somebody's sitting here unwilling or been unwilling. Jehovah's going to force something. He really is going to force something because he's been telling us so. But somebody has been unwilling to make a decision, acting like there's just no problem at all. But they do know that there's been manipulation around. Somebody just don't, you know, this says that they're acting like. Well, somebody's a manipulator. Somebody's a seducer. Somebody's given into how they feel about something here. And so somebody's just acting like there ain't no problem and sitting at a stalemate, or causing you and I to sit as a stalemate because of their little magic that they're putting on people to make them feel. Jehovah's going to out-trump them, and here comes a true majesty, and he's going to lead his host to heaven against the leader of this clan, and bring something to fruition for uprightness sake. And that's how it works if you and I are standing in the upright. So you know, the devil can't keep you locked up like this if you get in touch with the one true Elohim, who can literally pull that energy apart, because this is not working for somebody. You just got button heads all the freaking time. There's just a big X problem here in something. So more than likely for a lot of you all, this is love stuff, because this is the knight in shining armor. It's talking about romance and being enthusiastic, and somebody is. But if somebody in your family, because the ox head represents family and a strong leader as well. If somebody in your family don't like your connection, or you are having ex issues and you share a child or something like that, then there's something going on here with, you know, falling in love and moving forward and having some type of a proposal to wedding situations and things like that. Or, you know, whatever this is emotional stuff. The Magician has every element there, and somebody has all that they need to do something, but somebody's trying to lock somebody up here in this reading. Okay, so standing up for your rights here. This is the Nine of Wands. Also seen the Nine of Wands in my other reading as well. This is telling you and I to not give up. And look, this is creative energy here with the Magician, right? And this is communication or singing or something like that. That's real emotional if you're not dealing with love situations. And we know that some people have taken work and called it their own. It's caused you and I to have to stand up and connect with the true throne and not give up on the things that we've created, it's stated, and to protect that and continue to fight for it, because the battle's already won. You always can get up, take somebody to jail who's done some nasty and has gotten a bunch of people involved in some stuff and locked them up in their minds as a stalemate and has manipulated some crap. Somebody gonna go to jail, because we just declare and decree it right here, right now, to let go right here, right now. You took somebody's work, you manipulated something, but we command you right here, right now, to be found out and exposed, and to go sit right in the prison cell for doing what you did, for not confessing what you did. And a host of people do already know about some stuff, and it needs to be taken care of. What's known about this, Jehovah, that's causing this person to lock this energy up? What do you want to bring out further about what's known about it, Jehovah? I inquire at your hand and your hand alone. The Nine of Swords is out here. Somebody's mental. Somebody got a mental issue. This would go back to the mental space. That's the lower mind of somebody. The Nine of Swords. Somebody dealing with mental issues. The Lover's energy is here. Well, we've got, you know, obviously, if you've got somebody still tried to be emotionally attached to you, and they've done something, whatever this is for you, that you're having to protect very passionately, somebody got some mental situations going on here. What's hidden? What's hidden here? The Queen of Swords. Well, the Queen of Swords, she's very sharp, and if she's in the negative, that's a witch. We're getting a lot of swords out here. Okay? And then this is a divorcee for some of you all, because the X is literally showing here. Or somebody that you knew in your past and something's been X'd out. However you want to take that. This can be a mother. This can be just any feminine. A boss is here. A surgeon, a lawyer, a judge. Okay? What's hidden is this Queen of Swords. This is actually a person that's here. She's holding she's got butterflies flying all around her, which goes back to life or new life or death or something like that. You know, death and life are in the power of the tongue. Swords go back to your mind and your mouth area. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And somebody didn't love something. They created something here and caused somebody to have to fight. And this person, if this person is the negative person here, they're going to end up eating what they did in the end. They don't win. That'd be like a Jezebel type spirit, which we've seen in my other reading in another deck of cards that keeps coming out. Somebody gets somebody locked up and won't let them move, and they're just real controlling, because this is in the negative. This is a witch. We know that. Show me outcome energy for today in the next 24 hours, please, Jehovah. For this group of people that I'm picking this energy up for. What's hidden is the law. She also represents the law. And the law is right here as well. So the sun is here. That's positive. There's positive outcomes, people. It's just going to be forced just like that. There's love and romance here. So some of you all have had, you know, situations. We have something beautiful here with the Ace of Wands, which is a new spark, and which is an end of an oppression. And we were told today in my other reading that we're going to rule over our oppressor. Yes, and so this person's just been oppressing people, just hanging people up, doing whatever, even if they've just been doing it by magic or something like that. We break it right here, right now. You have no control anymore. You just don't. Jehovah's going to stomp on you. This is a forcible overthrow, because this is the government of Elohim with the sun. Okay, so we definitely have front stage stuff going to happen in the next 24 hours. People know this is pride and ego in the negative of the sun. That's just puffed up. We actually had the word dough come out in my Hebraic little deck here. We'll take some cards on this, and that was talking about being real puffed up, because Jehovah's really been bringing out energies. If he's going to knock the proud down, he cannot stand that. That's stiff-necked stuff. And somebody just sitting there holding somebody up because of their jealousy, their mental state. Somebody needs a physician. This is a physician here. Take them to a physician, give them a freaking pill, and get them out of society, because all they do is bring hell. And something's going to be overturned here with the sense. Positive outcome. Positive for a new social order is what the cuff represents in the Hebrew. Let me look up this word real quick. Okay, so the word One Direction is a wild goat. Okay, well, the devil energy is also in the deck in the Rider-Waite. It looks like a goat, right? The word the other direction is vomit, with the sun and the Aleph head. Somebody is sick because their minds just, oh my God, this is an anxiety, this is a mental energy. We see that. I'm going to read it that way because that card represents that. At the same time, other people have been put in that mental state. They still laid their head down, whether or not those hateful birds are flying around or not. They've learned how to tap into the true majesty and to fight this a wounded warrior. You going to fight? You going to be mental? Okay, well, I still lay my head down at night and I still rest, and you're crazy because Jehovah's calling you vomit and calling you a goat, a wild goat, Baphomet type of energy. We've got a witch here, people. We've got a witch. And we've got it right here with the magician. And so that's the word that's come out. And so that's going to be overturned in a very big way, because he's putting all of his enemies under his feet, people. Yo, but what else do you want to bring out here about this energy today? He's going to force their head apart from this crap. This is a forcing card in the Hebrew. When the sun comes up, everybody can see it. Yeah, so we've got this card. This goes back to Jezebel energy. It is the dog that's been coming out with the male prostitutes. So we got prostitution energy out here. Something to do with pagan sacrifices is also here. So the occult is also showing up here with this. Well, we got magic crap going on. We really do. Somebody says you're respected and you are honored. Well, obviously, if you're a wounded warrior, you and I will find that respect through Jehovah. Okay, it's only found through Him, people. It ain't in and of ourselves. But some people say, "Look at me." That's what the sun does. Look at me. I'm everything. Yeah, and I can do this. So you know you can't. You're full of vomit is what it's showing here. You've got some mental issues. If you just cannot connect with the divine and be who He created you to be and shine for Him to do whatever He needs to do through you. You've got to control everybody else. You've got an empty space on the inside. But somebody is respected, and you and I are respected when we get up fight for the truth. That's the only where that comes from. We don't take any kind of glory for nothing. Jehovah gets the glory. But He is bringing out here that, of a truth. You and I are and will be respected from people who are also walking in the truth. There's honor here showing itself. Thank you, Jehovah. It says, give back what's not yours. Yes, because somebody stole it, like I said. It says, don't give up. Protect what you've created, okay? And have courage and to believe. And yes, this person's going to give it up. Jehovah's going to rip their crap apart. He's going to force it. They don't own nothing. They don't get to call the shots. I don't care how much they woo somebody with seduction. That ain't happening no more. People are waking up to what's really happening here. So somebody loathes somebody they just hate. Yeah, well, look, people, when you don't connect with the divine, that's all you are, is a stupid hatred. A prideful little wussy is all you are. Male or female, I don't care who you are. You don't have love unless you're connecting with the spirit of love. Okay, we want you out of the earth, and Jehovah's going to shake His enemies out of the earth little by little, and we take dominion over you by way of Jehovah Elohim, Yeshua. We just call out for Yeshua's salvation, and it shall be. What else you want to bring here? Yeah, a yoke is here. This is also going back to, so this is talking about learning. And I want to say in my other reading, something came out about you're gonna have a 1,000-fold return or something like that. Maybe that was a different. Maybe it wasn't on today's reading. I want to say it was though. But we're getting 1,000-fold here as well. We're also getting the elephant here, and that's huge. The elephant would represent for us prosperity, and it is talking about 1,000-fold. There is a lot. This is a fortune card right here. We already know somebody stole something, got up and sang songs that were not theirs and said it was theirs, and or sold music and said I wrote this and gave it to the industry and stuff like that. We already know that. And whatever they did for you, if you've gone through stuff like this, there's a lot of fortune here. And Jehovah said today in my other reading that there was gold at the end of the rainbow or something like that. Yeah, because there is a lot of freaking fortune here, and it ain't yours. You're going to give it up. It's mine. And it's my brethren and my sisters that you've also done, that you group, that you freaking group. You're going to give it up. But we're going to roll over you by way of truth. You guys are getting out of here. That's nasty behavior of the earth. So we also have a word coming out here talking about a city that has been enclosed in a wall. Something within a fenced area. We also have the word mason here, a repairer. People who have been in a hedged. This is a group. This is a freaking clan. That's nasty energy. It's getting out of here. We ain't putting up with it in our land anymore. We just take authority over you by way of the Spirit. Okay, we want you to be set free. Okay, and you don't want to be set free. You're shaken out of the earth. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay, we ain't letting you rule us anymore. We rule over the oppressor. Okay, Jehovah come in and He's going to oppress the oppressor now. Okay, so we have trample. Yes, and Jehovah just said the other day, because we do have the connection here to Jezebel, that He's going to trample over them, okay? It states here also that you and I who are in the upright shall tread upon the lion and the adder, which is the snake, by the way, and the dragon shall our feet trample on. That's why we have a wounded warrior here. We got to get up and fight. But Jehovah's also states here that he's going to get up and trample on the wine press, and their blood, he states, going to be sprinkled all over his garments because he's sick of this crap. He's sick of this crap. He's going to win it. And so we do have the oppression energy with 10 wands, but it's over. Okay? And something's very much inspirational here. And you're going to rule and reign today, people. It's all coming back because we just declared, decree it. So somebody says, I want you to marry me and I love you, and something's truthful here. Yeah, well, somebody's been locking somebody up because they're and they're mental. And somebody's just freaking mental. Somebody knows that they're in love with somebody, and somebody's just been sitting there because of whatever reasons why. People, jealousy, it's crap. Somebody is going to be able to marry who they want, and nobody's going to be able to tell them otherwise, because if Jehovah puts something together from the beginning of time, by God, it will be. Okay? This crazy is going to go to prison for what they did. They don't freaking repent real quick. Jehovah, what else you going to bring out here? Jehovah says to declare that your walls are salvation and your gates are praise. Yes, our walls are Yeshua and our gates are Sha'ar in the Hebrew. And we have walls and gates and stuff coming out here. Yes. And the great Sha'ah is watching. Okay? And Jehovah, let your gates be open so that your majesty, your glory can come into our cities. It says Jehovah shall allow you to rule over your oppressor. Yes, and he's going to deliver today. You could make it up if you want to. It came out earlier today on my other reading. And he means what he says. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. And it's beautiful. And somebody's asking for a clean heart to be made within them. Create in me a clean heart, O Elohim, and renew a right spirit within me. And cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. If you really are connected with the divine, and you've done something, and you really want your heart to be clean, and you're really being genuine, he'll meet you there. Until next time, shalom.